Hey there, crafty friends. Happy Tuesday. It's Hannah at the Doodlebug in Jasper, Indiana, and it's time for our What's New Today at the Doodlebug. Today, I have two great orders for you. We're going to be checking out Spellbinders and Scrapbook Customs. Scrapbook Customs it's our custom company. They do all kinds of great, yes, I know. Hello. Can you tell everybody hi? Can you? Can you tell everybody hi? So Stephanie was just here dropping off a surprise that I have to show you guys tomorrow when we do Doodlebug restocks. You guys are going to love the surprise that I have for you. But while she was here, somebody got tons of cuddles and held the entire time. So now she's very needy because she wants to be held some more like a baby. And I'm not doing it. But anyway, Scrapbook Customs, it is our custom print company, and they do lots of hard to find themes. They just did a brand new sports release. So we've got lots of new sports heading your way. They did new paper, new stickers, and new lasers. I think you guys are going to love, love, love that one. I'm going to jump right in. I'm trying to think where I want to start. I think we're going to start with Spellbinders. So I'm going to kind of start on one end, and then we'll work our way around with the new stuff on the sport. So Spellbinders is going to be first. I'm going to flip the camera around. So a lot of our Spellbinders is restocks and some special requests from all of you. First, we have got plates. So these are just our cutting plates that go into the Platinum 6. So we were out of our cutting plates. So I've got those in here. Now, this is in a universal plate system. I love their universal plate system. I use that, but I do have a Platinum 6 as well. But I do not have trouble cutting anything with my Platinum 6. I love that machine. Oh, and there's Miss Leslie. Leslie was here this morning. She drove down. We've got a little snow here today. The roads are fine. Leslie drove probably 2.5, 3 hours down to stop in and see us today. So thank you so much, Leslie. And then they were heading up to, again, my neck of the woods in French Lick, Indiana, because I live close to French Lick. And so they were heading up there to enjoy the rest of the afternoon and check out the dome, the old hotels up there. Such a great little spot if you come down to see us. French Lick is about 25 minutes from here. No, I should say 30, because it takes me about 25 to get to work, and French Lick is not quite 10 minutes from my house. So maybe 35 minutes from the store. So definitely doable to pop on over to French Lick, check out. There's 2 great hotels there between French Lick and West Baden. There's a casino there. There's a winery there. All kinds of fun things to do in French Lick. So I hope you guys had a great time there. Next, we're just restocking trimmers here. So we got in there 12-inch trimmer. Acetate, so they do packs of acetate. So we've got some packs of acetate here restocking. Happy snow day to you, Miss Starla. Metal snippers. These are from Hero Arts. These are, think of them just like a wire cutters for your craft room. And they're cheaper than a wire cutters that you would get maybe in the hardware section. But these are for snipping apart your metal dies. Can you use them on regular wire? Of course you can. You definitely can use them, to cut through metal, any kind of metal. We sell them, and they are geared towards cutting your metal dies apart. Not all companies you have to do that. A lot of companies, your dies are already cut apart. Not all of them, though. Some of them you do have to snip your dies apart. You can twist them, you can kind of pull them, but then you get that little kind of jagged edge. And that I've cut myself on metal dies before I had snippers, and I was just trying to twist them apart. So it's definitely worth getting the little snippers, keeping in your little toolbox at home. Quick trimmers. Oh, Amy got happy mail today. That's awesome. Debbie wants some acetate. You've got it, Miss Debbie. Next one is another restock here, one of those staple items. This is called a quick trimmer. Now, you can use this quick trimmer with paper as well. You get 2 different knives in here, and they're labeled paper and foil. Friends, I don't think there's any difference between the two of them. It's just labeled different because once you start using one on paper, it is going to dull quicker. Think of it like if you do fabric. You don't use your fabric scissors on anything else. Kind of the same thing with this. The foil one, you want to keep nice and sharp so it goes through your foil like butter. What is nice about this, and when you don't have a trimmer and you're trying to cut your foils and you're just using a regular trimmer, one, your regular trimmer blade will not cut through the foil. Okay. So second, you can use a scissors. I suggest if you're going to use a scissors with a really long blade on it. That way you're not chippy chopping. If you use a smaller blade or, on your scissors, you're going to chippy chop all the way through and you're going to get all these little jaggedy edge. What's really great about the quick trimmer, you put the foil down and then this goes right on top. So what does that do? That holds the foil down as you're cutting it. And then you can take your little quick trimmer and just cut wherever you need to. But again, you can use this with paper too. So you can do quick little strips with this as well. So the quick trimmer is great for any kind of foil that you're cutting, whether you are doing toner-based foil or heat-based foil. The quick little trimmer here. And if you've got a quick trimmer and you just need restocks on the little blades, they do sell refills on those. So you don't have to restock those every single time. I'm going to flip this over. You can see you put your foil down. Okay, and then that way you can see exactly how big you need to make it. So you can save your foil, but you can also use it with paper as well too. So this is definitely a good little tool to have in your stash. Next, we've got the little Bon Appetito. I love just saying that, Bon Appetito. The little I Want It All bundle. This is one of the newer lines from Spellbinders, and it was all about pastas. So you've got this great little noodle die set. How fun are these little guys? Then you've got the Stay Saucy stamp set that comes in here. You've got another set of dies. This one here is called Ingredient Buddies. And then you've got this super cute, super fun embossing folder with all the little pastas on the front. Love that one. Like, I can totally see making some cards to send to my Italian friends. They will get such a kick out of those. Such a kick. We're restocking some of Spellbinders papers. I did reds and greens for Christmas. So we are restocking cranberry, restocking pomegranate. I'm going to put those two next to each other too, so you can see cranberry is nice and dark. Then we've got peridot. Peridot is great. Okay, so I'm going to pop peridot over here just to something I've got laying on the table from Doodlebug. But look how great peridot looks with Doodlebug stuff. So even though it's not a traditional Christmas green, it definitely is one you're going to see in a lot of lines that don't use that traditional red and dark green colors in their lines. But there's peridot and then fern. Fern is a nice dark green. So got those. Got some quick trimmers heading out. Thank you, friends. Got one held for you, Miss Paula, and then I know, like I said, a couple of you were on reorder for those, so we will get those pulled as well. Another restock is a little metal ruler that they do, little stainless steel metal ruler. It's got a cork back on it as well, so just a good little 12-inch ruler. Restocking some of our organization. Spellbinders has a new line called Craft Stacks and Stash Stacks. So the whole line is stacks. And they did these great little trays. So we've got medium trays. You get 4 trays in a pack. They've got nice little lids. These are nice and hard. As you can see, they stack great. So we've got medium stacks. Medium stacks will fit an A2 card front as well. So a lot of times I do my cards in process in there. Then we've got the large tray set. Large trays, you've got 2 of them in there. Again, they're nice and hard. You can stack things on these, they can take some weight to them. And then we've also got the combos. In the combo, you've got 1 large and 2 medium. And see how those come together, nice and stacked? So just so you know, you can stack all of these on your shelf at home, put a little label on the side, but they stack up nicely. Now, one other thing that they have for those to help them stay closed as you're traveling, just in case they would, move or anything like that in your tote, we also have bands for them. So these are for the large ones, and then we've got bands for the medium ones as well. So they just go around them just like a big glorified rubber band, but they're nice and thick, so they're not going to pop and break and then snap you like a rubber band would. So that one, will the regular size Distress ink fit in those stacks? It should. I don't think it'll stand too high though, like too deep. I don't think you can do 2 in there, because that is 1 stack right there. So I definitely think 1 would fit. You could probably put 4 in here though, Paula. So I don't, because they're about that big. And so I don't think you could do 3 in there. If you're kind of following me there. If you're looking for storage for your Distress inks, I would suggest waiting just a couple more months. When Totally Tiffany relaunches her line, she will have a bag that will fit Distress inks. It's not going to be a hard-sided, her stuff is all soft-sided, but she will have storage options for your ink pads. And then next we've got the Stash stacks. So Stash stacks are 12 by 12. They are a thicker plastic. Could they crush? They could crush, but they do have a nice, thicker edge to them to help with that. We have them in 12 by 12. And then we also, I'm trying not to turn too fast, we also have them in 8.5 by 11. We had those already in. So we've got a deep 8.5 by 11. These, oh shoot, it doesn't say. I'm thinking these are like almost 3 inches deep. And then we also have 8.5 by 11, and I think this one's just a little bit over 1 inch deep, like 1.5 inches. So we've got 2 different sizes for the 8.5 by 11, and just 1 size on 12 by 12. So 12 by 12, the 1 inch 8.5 by 11, and I do think that's like 2.5 inches on the other one. Oh, Sue says Tiffany is having a live on Facebook tonight to introduce her new lines. Awesome. Thank you for the little pro tip there, Sue. Awesome, awesome. All right. See, how much are the medium? The mediums, I don't know if we got these priced yet. You're usually around 20 to 22. I'm thinking they are 22 for all 4 of them. I just dug it all out of the box. We were 1 person short today. Again, we were shorthanded. Melanie's still not feeling good, bless her heart. So we didn't get everything done today that we were hoping to get done. Hey, Nosy Rosie, jump down. Next up, we have got restock on our little snowflakes here. All the ones, can you tell me the band dimensions? All the little ones that we got in our order the other day. Those were spoken for. Here you go. Here's band dimensions. This one here is for the medium one, and it says they are 6.75 by 0.81. So that would be this way. There's your 0.8, because it's not quite 1 inch. So 6.75 on those bands. And then these bands are 7 3/4. And the medium fits cards you're working on. Yes, the medium ones will fit cards. They fit cards perfectly. Here's, they also have little magnets you can put in them. So you can see right there's the size of the magnet sheets that would fit into the medium. And do I have a card handy back here? Surely to goodness I do. Let me walk around here. See, and there's a card. So that fits with plenty of room in the medium then for you. Hopefully that helped. I hope that helped. Okay, walk this back around. Get those back out. But yeah, and then we've also, again, for the craft stacks, and we've got the magnet sheets that you can get for the medium and magnet sheets for the large as well. All right, next up, just giving you a little teaser. So we've been doing the Spellbinders mystery bags. Everybody's got mystery bags going on and mystery boxes going on right now. I always joke because Spellbinders isn't much of a mystery because they just put it in a clear plastic bag. But they are definitely, I think these are like 55, and you get a whopping ton of stuff in those. I know we got 3 in, one was already spoken for. So we've got a couple of those little mystery bundles up for grabs from Spellbinders. So I got those for you guys. Moving around the table. I ordered these in. These are very similar to the Pink and Main little confetti that they do, but this was called champagne, and it looks more rose gold to me, which I thought was really, really pretty. And that is a color that Pink and Main does not have. So we got these little champagne smooth discs in. And then we also got in some of these fun little pearls. This color, doesn't say what the color is, but they look very peachy, like a champagne peach. Thought those were really pretty. Debbie wants a mystery bundle. You've got it, Debbie. Thank you. I know quite a few of you have been waiting for this to come back into stock. And this is the Classic Mouse Christmas add-on. This does not get you Mickey and Minnie. You already need to have that Classic Mouse die set already. This gets you all their fun little Christmas add-ons. So this gets you all the little winter extras. Gets you the mistletoe, gets you the hats, gets you the scarves, the little ornament there. So this is the Christmas add-on for your Classic Mouse dies. Finally got those in. Also restocking our Wonder of Oz silhouette. We've had that. This is a restock for us. I think a few of you are still on order for that one. And then we also had someone request to go with this Wonder of Oz. Take a mystery bundle. You've got it, Miss Terry. Yep, there's 2 left. You snagged one and Debbie snagged one. Thank you, ma'am. So this one here, like I said, this one here is already spoken for, but this is the Wonder of Oz Better Press bundle. So this is all Better Press. A wicked friend like you is rare. Isn't that cool? I need this, and I need to send that to my friend Jen Shirkus, because Jen Shirkus just, we all, if you know who Jen is, she loves the word wicked. So I need to, use this and just send her a little card with that. True courage is facing danger when you are afraid. Good friends are the best travel companions. Experience is the only thing that brings knowledge. Happiness is the best thing in the world. Never doubt your magic. No adventure is complete without you by my side. Ooh, that's cute. There is no place like home. All you need is confidence. Then you also have these guys. You've got the Tin Man, Scarecrow, and Lion. Now, friends, I can get all these individually too, but you do save a nice little chunk when you buy the bundle. So I went ahead and I ordered the bundle for her. And then that one's got Dorothy and the Witches in it. So there's a little bundle deal there. Restocking some of our tag punches that Spellbinders does. With these tagged punches, you pre-cut your paper to different widths. Like here's 1.5 inches, 2 inches, 2.5 inches. And then you put it into the punch, and whenever you punch down, it's going to cut that pennant. So this gives you a little banner, and then that way you can make them as long as you want, and you can do 3 different widths in here as well. Same thing here. This is a tag punch. So again, you can make the tags as long as you want. And then you've got 1.5 inches, 2 inches, and 2.5. So you cut your paper any length and then to the whatever width, pop it in there, and it's going to give you 3 different options for the tops of your tags. There are those. So those are definitely fun. Next up, advent calendars. So how many of you ordered one of these a few months ago? Did you remember it's December? Grab this bad boy out. Now, I know some of you could not wait. You're like me, and you busted them all open as soon as you got them. But it is Advent calendar time. So this is this year's Crafty Advent. I did share a little picture yesterday. Every day, Spellbinders will be doing whatever the day is on your Advent calendar and giving you all kinds of fun little inspiration. So make sure you're checking out the Spellbinders blog to see what they're opening every day. We do have, I think, 2, maybe 3 left in the store. I grabbed 2 real quick that I saw kind of over in the section in front of me here. So I know I've got 2 advent calendars. They are $55. And then we also have 2 advent calendars left from last year, and those are on sale for $38. They are full of all kinds of goodies as well too. So we've got little advent calendars here, last year's advent calendar, this year's advent calendar. Last year's advent calendar, they did the same thing. So you could probably go, kind of into the archives on the blog and find all kinds of inspiration for last year's. Oh, Sue, yes, I know. December has snuck up on everyone. Trust me, I know. Oh my gosh. All right, next up, you're probably like, why do you have a trash can on your table? So this is it's not heavy, okay? It's not very heavy. Cindy, you are fine. Stop it. She's standing behind me howling. But it is large. Now, you can put this on your desk. Okay, and we've talked and I've shown different ways that you can, kind of hold your magnets while you're working. Now with this one here, it does only pop kind of to the front. So it's not like you can utilize all the sides or anything like that. Your magnet is right in here, but it does give you a nice little work surface as well. But what I love about this guy, how many of you have ever accidentally dropped your die in the trash? Okay, and now you've got all this to try and dig through. These guys are great. I'm going to drop him in there. I'm going to drop him to the bottom, and I'm just going to shake my trash can. Okay, that way, get that little guy going around. Look at that. See? True life too. It's not like you could throw it in there. Nope. It finds your magnet, which is so, so nice. Now, another thing, if you can get it behind something, this is nice and big to where you can reach down and grab that. And so you can send this through, send it underneath the couch, underneath your desk, roll it underneath there, to see if you can get it to pick up anything magnetic or any of your little dies that you have dropped that way. So this really is kind of a lifesaver. For me, it's a lifesaver when I lose my die in the trash. Okay, I'm going to drop it back down in there again. So I drop this little guy in, I give it a good shake, and then that way, there's my die. See, this thing is great. So it's not one of those things you're going to use all the time, unless you want to keep it on your spot, in the front. So it will hold a lot of the dies. It's not as big as what some of them are that I have shown you before, but this guy is great for putting it into somewhere where you have loss. Part of it is the shape. You can't just send a flat one into your trash because you can't really shake it up. It won't move around like how this guy does. So as you're shaking, it moves around so nice in there and grabs anything in there that is metal. So anything that you've lost that's magnetic that can be picked up, these are great. So love, love, love these guys. And the best thing is I was able to pick them up on sale. So we're going to do them a couple bucks off. So these are going to be $12.99 in the live today because I was able to get them a couple bucks off. So I'm shaving a couple bucks off as well. So these are $12.99 in the live. You need that magnetic thingy, you've got it. And I need to write that number down for tomorrow when the girls are pulling the live, that they know to give you guys that deal. So these are great for that reason. Put my little die back in its packaging. Figure out where he went. All right. And then that one there, that is the last Spellbinder. So we are going to switch gears now, and we're going to be checking out Scrapbook Customs. You need one, you've got it. I know, they are great. I probably should have ordered more, but I was just like, well, I don't know how many of you guys have them, because when they put them on sale, they've had them in their line for a while. But they are so good. Now you can see here, they're showing you, that way you can, put them on your table and put the magnets on them. I honestly, I normally don't use mine for that. I've got one of those little tabletop ones. It's a little bigger. I like that on my tabletop. This I keep in a drawer. And then that way, when I lose my magnets, that is when this guy comes, or when I lose my dies, that is when this little guy comes out. Or, friends, if you got, like in my area, I actually have fluffy carpet. And sometimes it's hard to figure out where my die went. You can rub this across your fluffy carpet as well too, and it's going to pick up those things. So if you are a sewer, you know where I'm going with this. If you are a sewer and you have dropped pins down on your fluffy carpet, rub this over it to get those pins up. You don't even have to rub it. So if you're hard, on the floor, you could totally just take this little guy, kick it around on the top of your rug, and it's going to pick up all those little needles and pins. That way they don't go into your toes, which is a really, really good thing. If you have ever had a needle in your toe because you went through your mom's sewing room with your socks and shoes off like she told you not to, and of course, as a little kid, you're scooting through because you don't pick up your feet, you learn real quick that a needle in your big toe is not good. Ask me how I know. So again, great little tool there for you guys. All right, and now we're going to switch over to Scrapbook Customs. So a couple little restocks first. We have restocked stuff for our In Loving Memory section. This one here is one of those great easy peasy 2-page spreads, but it's also one where the back side is not pre-printed. So you could do whatever you want with the back side. So this one here is In Loving Memory left, and then we've got In Loving Memory right. So make sure you say In Loving Memory left or right, because we have another one that is called just In Loving Memory. So we've got 3 different In Loving Memory papers we are restocking. In Loving Memory left, right, and then just regular In Loving Memory. This one is really pretty. Those we love don't go away. They walk beside us every day, unseen, unheard, but always near, still loved, still missed, and very dear. And then on the back, it just has In Loving Memory over and over again. So that's kind of the regular In Loving Memory. If you're shopping online, its number is 37222. So that's that one's number if you're shopping online. And then the other one is 30639 and 30640. So there's those. And then we've got In Memory of Embellishments. Flip it over so you can see the real size on those. All right, so that's all restock. Also restocked our 4-H paper. This one is called 4-H Pride. So 4-H paper, Just Married paper. I like it for the eucalyptus. I think last time we got in some baptism paper, and I was telling you, I love, saucy, so saucy tonight. I love the eucalyptus part of this line. It's really, really pretty. But this one here is Just Married. But of course, you could just use the back. You wouldn't have to use the Just Married side. This one here is brand new. Senior 2026 paper. And then just graduation caps on the back. Oh, I know. She has been just full of sass. She is so full of sass tonight right now. I don't know what has gotten into her. 7th grade memories. So restocking our 7th grade paper. And now we're going into sports. So they did so many new sports. We've got pickleball lasers. We've got pickleball stickers. And I even did lacrosse. Lacrosse is not anything that is popular here at all, but I have to remember that not all of our customers are local. So just because we don't have lacrosse doesn't mean you guys don't need lacrosse. So we got in lacrosse stickers. I like that. Never go through life without goals. This one here, you're about to get pickled. That's cute. Pickleball friends. Then we got in soccer. Now, I don't know what happened with my soccer order. You're going to see in a minute what I did wrong. I don't know if I just clicked and didn't add it to my cart, but there should be another side to this soccer paper. So I will be getting it. I have no idea what I did. I probably didn't even notice that it didn't add to my cart because there's so much other sports that I ordered in. But all of these sports papers that I've got have a left and then a right. So soccer left, and then the soccer right will be very similar to this, but with soccer images down the side. So here is soccer left, and then here's the back side. And I think they all have the exact same back. So the other one will have the same back side to it, but we will get that one in. And then we've got new soccer lasers and new soccer stickers. Soccer game, life is about goals and assists. Favorite soccer player on the soccer field. So there's brand new soccer. Brand new tennis. So again, we've got the tennis paper. So each one of these is going to have, kind of this similar border around it. The left side is going to say the sport down the side. They're all going to have a stripe like this on the back. And then the right side is going to have that 3 little kind of picture image. Now, another thing you guys can do, if you're like, oh, I don't like the pictures, put your own pictures right on top. Use this as, like a pre-printed place for your photo. Just cut your photo to the same size, or maybe you just want to cover up one and then use the other stock images there. So just a little idea there for you. So then we have got tennis left and right. Then we have new tennis stickers and new tennis lasers. There are those. I think these would even be fun on a dog page. If your dog loves tennis balls. Phoebe loves tennis balls. So this would even be fun in your pet scrapbook too. So there's tennis. We've got bowling. So again, bowling left, bowling right. This is a stripe that's going to be on the back of the bowling. Bowling stickers, and then the bowling lasers. Oh, you've got it, Dawn. Yep. It's just little things like that. Because sometimes when I see things, I'm like, oh, I don't know if I like that. But then how can we modify it to make it work for us? So that's what I would, probably do. Maybe like, for me, the boys as pictures when they were playing, and maybe put their senior banners, over one of those. So just little ideas like that. So we've got basketball paper. So again, left and then right. Then you've got new basketball stickers and basketball lasers. Same thing here, but now we're volleyball. So volleyball left, volleyball right. There's the stripe on the back. Lasers and stickers. These papers are like $1.19 if you're wondering prices. And then the lasers were less than $4 and the stickers were less than $3. It's a very economical company. I did hockey. Check this out, friends. Again, hockey is not something we have around here either, but I did hockey. So we've got hockey left, hockey right, hockey lasers. I thought these would be really cool if you went to a hockey game. How cool is that? Hockey stickers. You've got it, Miss Karen. We will get you some volleyball. Football, same thing. Football left. Football right. Lasers. And stickers. Everything volleyball, you've got it. Sports is so hard to find. And I knew this order was coming, and our sports wall looks horrible. It looks so bad. I mean, I like to have a nice stocked sports section, because I know whenever you travel into a store and you're finally in a store for the first time or for a long time, and you are a sports mom, it is so hard to find sports to where you're not using the same paper year after year for your kids' sports album. So I love to keep a big variety of sports, but it's like I feel like I'm ordering the same stuff over and over. Softball. So again, softball left, softball right. Here's the stripe on the back of those. Then we've got softball stickers. Oh, dirt and diamonds. Isn't that cute? Then we've got lasers. Baseball. Baseball is our last one. So we've done soccer, in case you're jumping on late, soccer, tennis, bowling, basketball, hockey, volleyball, softball, football. They did have paper for pickleball, and they did have paper for lacrosse. Those are just not big sports for me. So I did not order those in. If I would have enough interest in those, we could look at getting those papers in for the store. But I thought, well, the colors are good to where you could find other things that would match with those as well. But then we've got baseball here. So baseball left, baseball right. Here's the stripe on the back for baseball. And then your baseball lasers. And your baseball stickers. So there's all the sports we just added in. Also restocking our year lasers for school. The last order we just got in, you may remember, had freshmen in it. So we also have freshmen, but we just got that order in like a week and a half ago from them. So we've got sophomore, junior, and senior that we're replacing today. But we also have freshmen on the shelf. So we've got all of our years. And then next up, this is some brand new stuff here. So in addition to new sports, they just did a couple little random Christmas things. And I don't think she's on, but I'm pretty sure it is Jen Hamilton who is on here with us sometimes. And I think she may work evenings, so she catches us on replay a lot. But she is a huge Grinch fan. You guys, check out this brand new Grinch paper that they just did. It is called Grouchy Christmas. Is that not just perfect? Because, they can't say Grinch. Or they're not supposed to, maybe. I don't know. But I love Grouchy Christmas. I think I've had a few of those myself. So Grouchy Christmas paper pack. We're going to go through in the 12 by 12, but we also have it in 6 by 6 as well. So here we go. Grouchy Christmas. You've got a great stripe. You're going to notice in the stripe, you do have one that has a little bit of texture in it. So if you know what you're looking for, you know that's the Grinch hair. But if you're just using it on a regular page, no one would even know what that is. Just a great green grid on the back. Merry Grinchmas. So if you do like matching pajamas, my boys would never let me do matching pajamas. If you do matching pajamas and you did Grinch ones this one year, wouldn't this be so fun with those pictures? Oh, I really want to just do matching pajamas one year. I think that would be awesome. But, my kids are a little older now. I probably missed that boat. I think I've told you guys too, I was just lucky to have my kids in pajamas Christmas morning. Oh, half of those boys never slept with, they just slept in their underwear and an old t-shirt. I'm like, no, go put some pants on. Mommy needs to have you in pants for pictures. This next one here's got the little candy canes in it. It's very Who-ish, very whimsical. Candy cane stripe. Another great little grid here. Love the colors in it too. Little ho-ho-hos. Isn't this cute? And then they repeat. So you're going to get 2 of each in your Grouchy Christmas paper pack. And again, we've got Grouchy Christmas and a 12 by 12. And we have Grouchy Christmas in the 6 by 6. 6 by 6 for Terry. You've got, I know a few people have, Mary Lou wants a 12 by 12, 6 by 6. So no worries. We will pull them in the correct order tomorrow morning. No worries there. We could totally do Grouchy Christmas for you. Yeah. Jew would be good for a Grouchy Christmas. Next, we have the stickers for Grouchy Christmas. Hate, hate, hate. Mean and green. Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. Stink, stank, stunk. So there's the little Grinch Christmas stickers. If you're shopping online, 61852. And then the other one, check how fun these are. These are magical Christmas stickers. So these are your Mickey and Minnie themed ones. Love that fun little border. Look at the snowflakes. Do you see the little hidden Mickey heads in them? So, so cute. So then we've got Magical Christmas or the Mickey stickers. There are those. So those were new as well. This is coming, and I don't want to show too much just in case you're going. Got one of my friends that stops in the store. She does crops, and I did special retreat paper for you guys. So that came in as a special request. If they don't do matching PJs, then no tuition payments, right? I should know gas money. Yes. You know, and now it would probably be, I think it would be fun, but, you know, Connor's graduated. I'm like, oh, we could just do like, you know, collegiate, you know, gear. So Kyan could do his Purdue hoodie and just, you know, pajama bottoms or something like that. But, you know, Connor's graduated, so he may not want to, you know, sport his, who knows? Who knows with my boys? Then we've got restock on our Boilermaker laser. Restock on our Indiana Hoosier laser. This is one of our local high schools. Needed to add some stuff to their section in the store. So Wildcats, maybe you have a Wildcat in your area, and maybe you guys are black and gold or black and yellow. So we've got the Wildcat laser cut there. And true to my heart here, but I actually had a mom request this. It wasn't just, you know, my own personal game. This one is Sycamores. So this is ISU in Terre Haute, which is where one of my twins goes. That's where Caden goes. But I had a mom ask if I could get in Sycamore stuff because she saw that I had Purdue and IU stuff, and I was just like, let me see. So much of it is licensed, but, you know, I can still have the name cut. You can't license just the name. I just can't use logos and all that other kind of stuff. So got it. Grinch stickers, you've got it, Miss Deb. Thank you. Joyce wants some Grinch stickers too. Awesome. Marilyn says, I just did a layout of my boys making cookies, and my youngest said, why am I in my underwear? He was about 3 or 4. I know, you know, with my boys, it was a struggle. They were just always running around, and they were, you know, they would change, and they would, put on their little capes, and they weren't huge at dressing up, but they did have a few Halloween costumes. You know, Connor had his Spider-Man one. He was always, you know, in his Spider-Man costume. And it was so funny. A few years ago, he actually was Spider-Man again for Christmas as an adult. So I joked about that a little bit as well. And then there's our Sycamores. So those are our new lasers restocking for some of our colleges. And that brings us back to the beginning. So, alrighty, friends. Well, if you jumped on late for our What's New Live today at the Doodlebug, we started out with some Spellbinders, some great restocks, a few new things we hadn't gotten in before. A lot of this was things you had seen. I know we had a lot of you on request for quick trimmers. And I was completely out of cutting plates. And as you guys are in your holiday gift giving, gift making, and card making season, it is never a good thing to run out of plates for your die cut machine. So I needed to get that order placed quickly so I could get those in for you guys. And then don't forget your advent calendars. I know we sent a lot of these out to you guys. Don't forget to pull those out of the closet because those shipped back in August, so you may have forgotten about them. So advent calendars, and you are on day 2. So open up your crafty little advent calendars because, believe it or not, it is December. And then we jumped into a great restock on some of our favorites, but then so much new sports. So cannot wait to restock our sports section and have it look decent again. And then before I let you go, a little teaser. Look what Stephanie did for us. Do you guys see? Well, maybe you don't because there's glare. Do you see? Look what my friend Stephanie did for you guys. Seriously. Oh my gosh. Wait until you see it done tomorrow. So tomorrow we got in Doodlebug. So we restocked Doodlebug today. We are working on getting that order checked in right now. So we've got restocks on a lot of things that we sold out of, a lot of the Doodle Pops that we were out of. So I know a few of you are waiting on those so we could fill your orders. So yay, really excited about this. And so whenever I show you this tomorrow, that is when I am going to show you that extra special little class kit that Stephanie is working on. So she'll pick up her sample again on Thursday, and then she's going to start working on instructions. And yes, we will get kits for you guys. So I am so excited. Her and I have been talking about that for over a year now, and this was the perfect line to do that with. And we are so excited about it. I am so excited that she, volunteered to make that for me. We kind of sat down the other day and we were brainstorming, and wait till you see it tomorrow. It is so stinking cute. We'll go through it. I'll show you the pages. She did such a good job. I mean, you can really tell she thought about so many of the little details for you guys. You're going to love it. I just squealed the whole time I was looking at it today. She's like, oh, good. I'm glad. Oh, I'm glad you like that. Oh, I'm like, how could I not like it? It's Doodlebug. It is so good. So, alrighty, friends. She's already sold a kit. I will. She'll probably watch replay later, so she'll know, because I did tell her, I was like, I'll show them tomorrow. Because she's like, well, I brought it in case you wanted to show it tonight. I'm like, I was like, we're checking in Doodlebug. I'll show it tomorrow with Doodlebug, because that'll be perfect, because we'll be showing all the fun Doodlebug stuff, and then I'll have a Doodlebug surprise. But you know me, I can't keep a secret in, so I had to show you guys. So that was my secret for tomorrow. I already spilled the beans, but now you know you definitely want to watch tomorrow, or at least find the replay tomorrow so you can see that adorable house. So, alrighty, friends. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me a little bit tonight. I am Hannah at the Doodlebug in Jasper, Indiana. You can always shop us online at www.thedoodlebuginc.com. We do free shipping at $85. If you are new to our lives, welcome and hello. You may comment and order right here. The only thing I ask is that you pretty please comment or message us with your information, meaning your shipping address, your email, and your phone number. That way we know where we're shipping to, and then we have email and text number that we can send an invoice to, and then also tracking so you can track your order. I've had a few of you on here lately and you have jumped on and ordered, but then you don't send me your information, or you don't pay your bill. So it is really fun to hang out on here, but we do spend a lot of time pulling and putting on tabs, and then we make someone wait if you snag an item. So please be courteous if you are ordering on here. It's not just a fun, ooh, I think I want that. Please pay your bills, pay the lady. And it's most of my regular, not most, all of my regular girls. I am not talking to you. It's just I've had a few lately that have ordered stuff, and then they'll send an email, but they never pay. And so then I have pulled product, and now I got to delete stuff, and it creates more work for me, and I got enough work to do. That's all I'm saying. So, alrighty. Thank you so much, friends. Oh, Rochelle, I see you are on here. Rochelle, I have a box up there, and it is full of Twinkle and something or another, the Prima. So I'm going to go through your list to make sure we have everything, so then we can close out your bucket and you can get your good stuff. I'm pretty sure we have everything that you wanted, but I knew I had that restock coming in, so I hadn't touched your bucket until I didn't want to touch your bucket until that one came in. So then that way we can figure out if we've got everything that you want for your Prima. And I'll probably just send you a picture of everything that I've got that I knew I could get, because I know you wanted to basically have most of the line, and I totally get that. So I think we've got everything that you wanted, and then we'll go from there. Okay. Alrighty, friends. Thank you so much. You guys have an amazing Crafty Blessed Tuesday, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care. Bye.